Hello, it's Lou again, back with another vlog. So this has got to be for the 16th. Right, I do a lot of Christmas cards and a lot of Christmas projects. So I do some all throughout the year. So this time I thought I'd show you a card that I've made using one of the crafty papers. The papers from the boys at Crafty Hands. Again, this is using the S for Santa paper stack. Okay, now I did actually use two separate papers for this. So as you can see, I used this one for that one, and I used this one for that one. Okay. The one thing that I really wanted to point out with these papers is the colour that I've used on the background. Can you see the green? I'm trying to tilt it so you're not getting a washed out version of it. That colour green on the ink on the embossing there matches exactly the colours of the green on the papers. So it's peeled paint. Okay, peeled paint is the perfect match for the green in the S for Santa paper stack. Okay, so basically I've got a shape card base. I've embossed it with an Embossalicious 8x8 inch, excuse the dog, 8x8 inch embossing folder, and this one's got the holly leaves on it, okay, with the berries. I've cut out a couple of ornament shapes using some ornament shapes from Sizzix. I have a set of theirs with a Merry Christmas stamp and die from another set by Sizzix. I embossed these papers in the folder that comes in the set with the Sizzix. You get the die, you get the stamp, and you get an embossing folder. Now the embossing folders are specific to their die cut. So the die, you die cut it, you emboss it, okay, or you stamp it, or whichever way, but you do the die cut first and then you can line everything up properly. So basically all I've done is I've die cut the paper, and then I've also gone in, and you can see the glimmer behind it, I've also die cut with the same shapes a piece of gold mirror, which I've split down the middle and just separated slightly so that you get a bit on either side. Apologies, husband doesn't get this recording business. I don't know if you can see right on there, that's where I've split it and hidden it behind the die cut. When I embossed this, I just sanded it back using the old sanding blocks, okay, but the other pieces on here, again, this is from the same set, this bow, which I've done a little bit of sanding, but it's not too different a core in this red coordinations. The bow comes in the same set, okay. This little bow here is Rob Adams, okay, one of his little pretty bows. Now, if you can see this, I've got two different things going on here. This one here, I've actually punched these circles with the crocodile to create the dangler for this bobble, and on this one here I've used different sizes of gold Cosmic Shimmer pearlescent PVA glue. Basically that is the card, but the most important thing for me with this is that the peeled paint Distress ink matches the colour, okay, so it's really handy to know. Alright, but although I've used die cuts on here, the main thing for me that brings the card to life is the papers. Without the papers, it would be pretty blimmin' boring, in all honesty. So it's just more ideas of what you can do with the stuff already in your stash. So like I say, this is the S for Santa paper stack. Peel paint goes perfectly with it, and in all honesty there isn't really that much that is Oh, I don't believe it. I have been looking for this die for the past 24 hours. Right, okay. That's staying in my hot little hand. I actually thought I'd lost that. It was going potty. Don't just use them for backgrounds. Use them for all sorts of things. You know, have a good play with these. Paper piece them, which is basically what I've done here. You know, it's still a pretty little card. It's a lovely little card, and it'll be received well. You know, there's not much there. A bit of paper, an embossing folder, some ink, a stamp, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So, thanks very much for watching. Hope you catch me on the next one. Do check out what the team is posting for the rest of the week. Alright, thanks. Bye.